everyone, I'm Claire Murphy and I'm the author of this book, which is called Too Much World: How I Survive as an Autistic Girl. It's about my discovery of the fact that many of the difficulties I have experienced in life, but also the successes, were due to the fact that I am autistic. I wasn't diagnosed until I turned 30. I could no longer function outside of work or even pretend to function, which is key, the way my peer group could. And this put an intolerable strain on my mental health. Why is everyone like this and I'm like this? So then I discovered the truth, and that was that yes, I'm a professional woman, but I am also autistic. And that's a great big thing to find out, especially if, like me, you'd never really considered that. The realization that I'm not bad after all, or anything like that. I am just different. That was a big relief. But it was also a lot for someone like me to take in. It's easy for me to give out a load of information about things that I really understand, but really hard to process it in return. So I used writing to help me understand where I fitted in on this vast and complicated spectrum, so that I could start to get my life back and start to take some power back. And I realised that the things I was learning and writing about could help more people than just me. People have different motives for writing books, and mine was to help other people. But it was also my way of communicating that the pressure of carrying around a condition like autism and pretending it's not there, but also not knowing enough about it to be able to manage the fact that it was there, was just too much. So this book is sort of my way of communicating, like, this is the truth, this is what's really going on. You take it and then you decide what you want to do with it. I'm just going to share with you a really short extract from a chapter called My Quest for Detail. The kind of detail I'm talking about is my ability to absorb such intricacy from my environment, and the inability to filter out anything that is irrelevant to me in that moment. Everything wants to be noticed by me. Everything wants to be heard by me, smelt by me, touched, tasted, and everything is detailed and amplified. This can be overwhelming. It can be distracting and weird for the people around me, but it can also bring me joy and a drive and ability to put that extra detail back into the things that I create myself. It makes me see magic in the world that others don't notice. That magic is far superior to any difficulties autism brings, and once I have absorbed all that magic, I can use it in my lesson planning, my writing, my choreography projects, my art, and my love for people. My quest for detail means I learn a lot that I never forget, because once I've seen or heard even the tiniest thing, it is stored safely in my memory, like a photograph or a podcast that I can refer back to. If something interests me, I'm compelled to find out every detail about it. It's comforting for me to research my interests when there's so much about being human that I seem to just not know. I notice tiny changes in environments, people and routines that disorientate me, no matter how small they are. I notice the scent of an air freshener that's been sprayed in a room and settled on a blanket, and individual hairs on a person's head, the sound of electricity. Other people do this too, often with less intensity, and the ability to filter it all out when someone talks to them. It affects my ability to socialise and communicate and function amongst people who do not realise that this is what my brain contends with, but it means that my daily life and the daily lives of the people I share my experiences with can't be boring. You see, hear, smell, taste and create and love in extra which opens you up to a myriad of desirable talents that do benefit the world. So here it is. This is my book. Thanks so much for listening to this video. My hope for this book is that it helps other people understand their experience of the world enough to feel in control of it, and it helps them to understand their limitations and live up to realistic expectations of themselves. And my biggest hope is that it helps people really believe that they're not alone in this world. So there, thank you.